Cecile Richards founded the Texas Freedom Network in 1995 after her mom's re-election campaign for governor. And what she saw in that campaign was that fear and divisiveness had invaded Texas politics and policies in the name of religion.
The abortionist, the feminist, the radical homosexuals.
And remember, a feminist thinks that the right to kill her unborn baby is the #1 woman's right.
Early on, Cecile attended a meeting of the State Board of Education where they were debating sex education in public schools. And what she saw shocked her. She was sitting with her good friend Harriet Pepple at that meeting, and she passed a note. That note said, "It's worse than I imagined." From the beginning, our issues were protecting genuine religious freedom and defending our public schools from the assaults of the far right. From textbook censorship to private school voucher legislation. Cecile worked with some brave and amazing religious leaders from across Texas to ensure that progressive faith voices became a part of the mix and were heard at our Capitol and at the State Board of Education and in the media as well.
The purpose behind starting the organization was to create a way in which people of faith, religious and community leaders could begin to provide an alternative to the religious right in the state of Texas.
Over the course of our 25 years, that work has grown. And now, Just Texas, the faith organizing project of the Texas Freedom Network, is working to designate reproductive freedom congregations, to lift up the values of LGBTQ equality and dignity, and to ensure that social justice has a progressive faith voice at the Texas Capitol.
We believe that laws that protect LGBT people strengthen every Texas family, bring together our communities, and protect rights in ways that are important to all of us.
It's unfortunate, but across all 25 years of our history, the Texas Freedom Network has had to stand up for science. From teaching evolution in public schools to the science of sex education, climate change, and even the science of advocacy.
Science saves lives! Science saves lives!
Evolution deniers and opponents on the board have thumbed their nose at science and made clear that their own personal ideological beliefs are more important than giving Texas kids the education they need to succeed in college and in the jobs of the 21st century.
When Texas adopts a textbook that has scientifically accurate information in it, so many other states are going to adopt it. And the Texas Freedom Network is a big part of that.
So we've always been a multi-issue organization, and that means that we understand an individual faces a multitude of issues in their daily life and in our communities. And so from the beginning, our focus has always been on people and communities and how we build power. Texas Rising is really the perfect culmination of those values in action. When you think about Texas, 52% of the population is under the age of 35. If we are not actively focused on creating pathways and leadership for this generation, then we're not doing a good job of fulfilling our mission and the work of what needs to get done in the state.
We all know that we are in the middle of the most critical election, perhaps of our lifetimes. And as a result, the Texas Freedom Network has doubled down in our electoral work. We've registered tens of thousands of young, new Texas voters, and we have engaged and are engaging in our biggest Get Out the Vote effort in the organization's history.
Texas Freedom Network now stands poised to really cement the vision that this organization started with. We're looking forward to continuing to fight alongside our partners in the fights to protect access to abortion, preventing further attacks on the LGBT community, smart climate justice work that includes growing new jobs for our communities. We'll continue to stand for keeping families together, whether that means fighting off attacks from our broken immigration system or our criminal justice system. And we're also looking forward to pushing for things that we've never seen before: increased access to voting, online voter registration, things that we should have at this point in our state that counter the strong voter suppression antics of our leadership. As we move forward, TFN has big plans to keep winning. So winning elections, winning important issues that make real change in people's lives. And we've always done that in partnership with great allied organizations and elected officials. Having a seat at the decision-making table is more important than ever for our communities. Nothing about us without us.
TFN is a network of thousands of Texans speaking up and speaking out. We're a family, and this is our 25th family reunion. And in the next 25 years, this family is sure to grow and become more powerful.
Because they are,
We are, you are, the Texas Freedom Network.